Do subscribe to Filter Kaapi and click on the bell icon to get regular updates.
Hello and welcome to this edition of Filter Kaapi. I am S Sudhir. Serial offender Vaiko has done it again. This time to say that by 2047, the year India celebrates 100 years of independence, Kashmir will not be a part of India. This is outrageous and condemnable in the strongest terms possible. Because how can a member of parliament wish or predict that the country would be dismembered and lose one of its prominent states? How can an MP who takes the oath on the Constitution of India in parliament make such an anti-India statement? How can he extend his dislike for the government of the day to wishing bad for his own country? To understand why Vaiko would have made such a statement, it's important to understand what kind of a politician Vaiko has been over the last 3 decades or so. Now, Vaiko of the MDMK was elected to the Rajya Sabha this year with the support of the Dravida Munnetra Kazhagam, the DMK. He has never hid his friendship with LTT's V. Prabhakaran, nor his admiration for the Tamil Tigers, despite the kind of history that India has had with the LTT starting from the 1980s. Now, Vaiko has never been apologetic for the manner in which the banned terror outfit assassinated one of India's former Prime Ministers, Rajiv Gandhi, in Sri Perumbudur on Tamil Nadu soil. In fact, in 2014, 5 years after Prabhakaran was killed by the security forces in Sri Lanka, he asked his cadre to celebrate Prabhakaran's birthday on a big scale. Yet for all those utterances, Vaiko has never been treated as a political untouchable in India. In fact, he was a part of the NDA in the 2014 general elections before he fell out with the BJP. He has now been elected to the Rajya Sabha with the support of the DMK. Incidentally, he had walked out of the DMK because of differences over the manner in which Karunanidhi was promoting his son MK Stalin as the heir apparent. But what he has said now only gives ammunition to anti-India forces. Yes, no one is saying that Kashmir and everyone in Kashmir is happy after what the government did as far as revocation of Article 370 and Article 35 is concerned. There are people who are happy, especially in Ladakh and Jammu region, but there are people who are not so happy in Kashmir, and it is for the government of the day to reach out to those unhappy people to see if there can be some kind of reconciliation, some kind of peace that can be brokered with people, some kind of mending of hearts, as it were. But for Vaiko to go to the extent of suggesting secession, that Kashmir will secede from India, is not expected from anyone who is an Indian, and definitely not from a member of parliament. If Vaiko thinks that the government of the day has done something horribly wrong, as he suggested during his speech in the Rajya Sabha, he needs to reach out. Yes, he made an attempt to reach out in parliament. The government of the day did not listen. But given the fact that he has had a working relationship with Narendra Modi in the past, he needs to reach out to Narendra Modi outside parliament. See if he can try and convince the Prime Minister that some other kind of strategy needs to be worked out, given the kind of conditions in the Kashmir Valley at this point in time. The problem with Vaiko is that he needs to make a distinction with being in opposition to the government of the day and anything else. The problem with Vaiko is that he does not understand that he is in opposition with the government of the day. He is not in opposition to India as a country. He needs to make a distinction between the two. The other way, of course, to treat this entire controversy, this entire statement that Vaiko has made, is to ignore the politician, because Vaiko has no base, no political base, no electoral base to speak of within Tamil Nadu. He's a paper tiger who essentially makes this kind of controversial statements to keep himself in currency. The flip side, however, is that there are people like Vaiko are very active on the seminar circuit all over the world, and therefore whatever they speak is seen as the voice of a prominent Indian, now and member of parliament from India, which is not really the case. He is not definitely representing the voice of India as a whole. He is representing the voice of a particular section within Tamil Nadu perhaps, or at best his own party, the MDMK. If all of India was not in sync with what was decided on Kashmir, so many of the non-NDA parties would not have supported the government. Parties like the TRS, the TDP, which is completely opposed to the BJP, the YSR Congress, the Biju Janata Dal, all of them voted along with the BJP, along with the NDA on Kashmir, because they believed that this was what the popular sentiment on the ground is. Even a party like the Aam Aadmi Party, whose antipathy towards Narendra Modi and BJP is well known and well documented. The problem with the liberals is that they find nothing wrong with what the likes of Vaiko say. But the moment someone like a Rajnikant praises an Amit Shah, praises an Narendra Modi, they go all out after the superstar. That's essentially the problem with the way we look at what a Vaiko says and what a Rajnikant says, just to give you two examples of what these two gentlemen have said in the last couple of days. And it is this hypocrisy, I believe, that gives oxygen to the likes of Vaiko to keep themselves going, to keep themselves in currency. It's unfortunate what Vaiko has said, to put it very, very mildly. Vaiko should be asked for an explanation by Venkaiah Naidu, the chairman of the Rajya Sabha, and he should be reprimanded definitely for what is clearly, to my mind, an anti-India and an anti-national statement. Thank you very much for watching Filter Kaapi. Do write in to let us know where you stand on what Vaiko said and what this entire controversy over what is the ground situation in Kashmir. Thank you very much for watching Filter Kaapi.